Their goal is to get people like you to keep your eyes on them. So, they will say anything they will say to keep your eyes on them. So you keep paying and clicking. That's how they make their money. You know something, Jerry? You just hit something on the head, because this is one of the areas that frustrates me the most about social media, is that any hack mentor, any entrepreneur can get on and they can sell their dumb course for $1,000, $10,000, and they can do these great videos. And you know something? It's the same thing as being a kid with no guidance, and you go down the path of doing negative things, all these wrongs, because you don't know what's right. So you hear these clowns on social media, and they go, "Hey, follow me. I had nothing. I had to sleep on a couch, and I had to fight my way to the top." And they're actually sitting in debt. They're scrambling to make ends meet. They don't know a damn thing about business. And the fact is, all they're doing is they're selling you their sales strategy on how they got you. So it's like it's all sales, sales, sales. But the fact is, you can go out and sell $1 billion worth of value. However, if you can't deliver $1 billion worth of impact, you're never gonna succeed. And that's where they all fail. They all fail at delivering the infrastructural components of succeeding at business. You know why? Because they have no damn clue. None of these hacks online have no clue what you've gone through, what I've gone through to actually build businesses to succeed. And the fact is, we probably have uh, uh, more to lose by going online and pitching a bullshit story and sales program than to gain, than to work with real businesses to help them truly succeed. So we just don't have the time. So
You are you are preaching not only to me as the choir, but also to the listeners. A common recurrence here for me is to call out, this advice that just doesn't make any sense, and
it
review
makes no
some of these
sense.
videos where these guys have no clue what they're talking about. I tell anybody that I'm talking to, go find somebody who's done what you've done, who
Yep.
has that experience. You can't learn this out of a book. And I'll tell you, I'll get your take on this also, Paul. One of the things that really frustrate me also about social media and online is this bastardization of what an entrepreneur is, what a business owner is, what somebody
Yeah.
that's running operations is, because all they see is, these apps that some creator made. Now they're a billionaire and they're 28 years old and they're living on a yacht. And it's like, no, there's a billion apps that fail every single
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And the struggle is, this is what the struggle is. And the young guys in particular give me that pushback, is like, no, you're just, you're 52. What do you know about how it is? This is how it goes. Like,
No,
no, the
it's not how it
lessons are,
goes though.
go ahead. I'll let you.
Yeah, I mean it's all bullshit. So it's like you got to understand. Like, if we take a look at the Elon Musk's, the Mark Zuckerbergs of the world,
Yeah.
these people were. And here's the thing. I'm just going to be real. I'm going to go through the facts, right? Like, no one cares to look at their backgrounds. No one cares to look at how they were generated, to succeed. It's like Elon Musk went to one of the top schools in South Africa. He went to Stanford. He was engineered to succeed.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg, he drops out of Harvard, but do you know what it takes to get into Harvard? Mark Zuckerberg got a 1600 on his SAT. He was very in line to succeed. And the thing is, there's a small percentage of the population that is they're actually engineered for success. And when you see these stories of like the Zuckerbergs or the Musks, don't get me wrong, they're working their asses off, but they're in an environment to succeed. When you're in an environment to succeed, you have a higher probability for success. So it's like you can't just go out and build an application and think, oh no, I'm going to go to Microsoft and sell it small. That's not how it works. I mean, everyone they watch these rock star entrepreneurs that are just, they're flooded into the media as like, hey, here's who I am, and you can be this too. They may not be saying it, but that's how the media portrays them. And it gives a false sense of the possibility for success for all these young entrepreneurs, and they go, well, I'm just going to do this because this is what they did. And if I create the next big thing, it's going to be the next big thing. But you hit it on the head. There are a billion things happening every single day, and what they all fail to do, they may have a great idea or a great product, but they fail to plan how to make it a big, how to create a big market impact. And they fail to put the plan in place to actually succeed. Products don't succeed without a plan. Services don't succeed without a plan. And to create a plan, you have to have, like you said, mentors. You have to have the right team. You have to have the right drive. You have to be so highly focused on generating impact, which is reach, revenue, and margin, to bring that product or service to life. That's what they don't see. Um, and it's because they choose not to see it, because it's really, really, really hard. And people today see these clowns on social media, and they have a great video. They're called content creators for a reason, because they know how to use the tools to get you to click and to keep watching. That's the idea of a content creator. It's not that they are business creators or impact generators for building billion-dollar assets. No, they make a little money here and there. Their goal is to get people like you to keep your eyes on them. So they will say anything they will say to keep your eyes on them. So you keep paying and clicking. That's how they make their money. So but yeah, success means people, process, tech. It requires an infrastructure of functional items to be put in place to actually succeed. So,
And the key that you hit on there that I take away from it, and what a common preach that people have to hear from me is how hard it is. You hit the nail on the
oh my
head.
God, it's so hard. It's so hard.
It's so hard, and so again, people floating in the south of France is in no way reflective of what your experience is going to be. And that's the other thing too. You don't have to be a billionaire. You don't have to be a 8-figure, 9-figure. You can become a millionaire and have a very good life and have a very good business. You don't have to do hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue. And I think educating yourself via a mentor and people who know read the right information, get the good books, find somebody that can give you some good advice, so that you're ready for the battle that you're about to undertake,
Yeah, yeah.
because it is, man, it is a fight.